Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent.
Well, let me begin with, where are you from and where do you live now?
Okay, so I live just outside a little town called Andover in Hampshire, where the company moved to some 50 years ago, and I still live in that area. I was brought up around there and then brought my family up around there. So, yeah, nice part of the world.
So tell me a little bit about yourself first, please.
Okay, so I guess I've been talking about tea since the age of 8, where I did a presentation to my classmates because we were studying geography at school, and the subject was India, and the British can't talk about India without talking about tea, and obviously there's a connection between my name and that. So at the end of term we did a tea tasting, and they were amazed by the difference between an English breakfast and a Darjeeling and an Earl Grey and a green tea, and yeah, so I realised there was a huge opportunity, having sort of the penny dropped as to how significant the family I'd been born into is associated with tea, to teach the world about these fabulous drinks that taste great and do you good.
Now, tell me a 101 on the history of tea, because I don't think people know that much about tea here. I'm sorry.
That's quite okay. So yeah, tea itself goes back to ancient China some 5,000 years ago. The legend has it that the Emperor Shennong discovered it 2,737 years BC while out for a picnic, boiling his water, because in China you had to do that to make it safe to drink, and some leaves apparently fell into his boiling water from the Camellia sinensis plant, the tea tree, and when he tasted it he was delighted because he discovered tea. The thing I love about tea is that when you take the tea bush and you grow it in different places, just like wine, it changes its character and flavours, and then you can process it into green tea and into black tea, and more recent times we've been inspired by the ancient Greeks, who were certainly drinking things like peppermint, but what we're doing is blending them to get that consistency of taste. The great skill at Twinings is that because as the weather changes, all the ingredients change their flavours, they're affected by the weather. We need to select at particular times of year, blend them together, so if you're drinking the beautiful buttermint, you get the beautiful peppermint character, then you get this lovely thick layer of the vanilla coating your palate, which is just fantastic, changes the texture completely. But you want that sensation every time you have a cup of the buttermint, and therefore our promise to you is to get our very skilled master tea tasters, and by master tea tasters I mean people with over 20 years experience, to get that consistency of taste for you.
Now, what's the basic difference between the kinds of tea? There's herbal, green, black.
Yes.
Are they all the same?
No. So both the green and the black come from the same plant, from Camellia sinensis. So both green teas and black teas are going to have some caffeine in. The green teas are treated so that they don't oxidize, so that the leaf stays green. Black teas, they allow them to oxidize, and that's when it changes from the green leaf into black, and that obviously affects the flavor. The herbal teas are all other plants, so it could be bark, it could be roots, it could be fruits, it could be flowers, and we blend them specifically for great taste. So the Lemon Delight here is a beautiful concoction. There's some white hibiscus in there, we've got lemongrass, we've got verbena, we've obviously got lemon peel and natural lemon in there, so you're getting a really refreshing drink with its sophisticated, interesting flavours, and yeah, sometimes the lemons come from Paraguay or they come from Senegal. It's up to our master tea taster to select those perfect ingredients to make you a great tasting hot beverage.
How does one become a master tea taster?
I think with a lot of passion. So the first thing we look for when we're recruiting a new tea taster is their passion, their commitment, and then it really takes 5 years just to become a tea taster, and then it's just building up those years of experience, honing your palate all the time, and so yes, the gentleman master tea taster, because we have lady tea tasters as well, of course, in charge of infusions, has over 28 years of experience, so a really good set of taste buds.
What are some of the newest trends in tea?
I think that the new trends that people want different flavors for different times of day. So certainly I'm going to start by drinking my English breakfast in the morning because I personally need a nice strong cup of tea. Other people wake up to green tea or Earl Grey. That's great. As long as you found the sort of tea that works for you at a different time of day, perfect. But come the evening, I'm looking to cut down the caffeine. So certainly the berry fusion on an evening gives me a bit of a lift. We're talking blueberries and cherries here, lovely flavour. Also makes a great iced tea. If I need the refreshment, I would probably reach for the lemon delight. And after dinner, because it feels indulgent, but actually it's very low in calories, particularly if you don't add any honey to it, is the beautiful buttermint. You're getting the peppermint, which I understand certainly works for me, aids my digestion, but that beautiful, rich, creamy texture from the vanilla, absolutely astonishing.
What equipment does someone need to make a good cup of tea?
You need something to boil your water in, and then it's quite simply a mug or a cup, and the equipment doesn't get more basic than that. The trick is, of course, that the water you put into your water boiler should be fresh each time, because fresh cold water has more dissolved oxygen, and that's the part of the water that's going to get your flavour off. So it brings it up to the boil, and for the herbal teas, water at boiling temperature is absolutely perfect. As it hits the boil, pour it on, and then the vital ingredient when making the perfect cup of tea is patience. I could pick the bag up and give it a jolly good jiggle thinking that I'm going to speed the process up, but it's going to take 4 minutes to get those flavours truly infused into the water. And then if you find it's a little bit strong, you can always add a little bit more water, because it's the ratio of tea or ingredients to the ratio of water that determines the intensity of the flavour. So yeah, you can have a bigger mug, add more water, and you'll get a more delicate drink, a smaller mug, more concentrated flavour.
Now, which teas are better with cream and which are better with lemon?
I think that the big, strong black teas, the Irish breakfast, the English breakfast, would go very nicely with the milk. Ceylon tea, you could certainly enhance with a slice of lemon. I don't think I'd actually bother putting a slice of lemon into the lemon delight, because it's got that beautiful lemon character anyway, so I'm just going to drink it straight. Some people want to put a little bit of honey in, and honey is certainly better than sugar, because honey is nature's sweetener, and why add something artificial to such a beautiful drink?
What's new with Twinings?
Well, we're always looking for different things, but these particular products are fresh to the market, so hopefully they've reached the grocery stores near you. And yeah, we're always asking people, tea drinkers in America, what flavours they're looking for. So we've got a wonderful range of chais. Obviously we've got the black teas. We're just adding to the English breakfast portfolio, and these teas are absolutely delicious and available for you now. So for more information for everyone at Celebrity Cafe, just go to twiningsusa.com for plenty more information.